so we're just going to sort of watch some nonsense, apparently. Some David James, Stuart Pearce nonsense.
Yeah, well, listening and reading some other football stuff, I obviously was reminded of a man who took after one of my current profession. He's a fine sparky and an even finer footballer, Mr. Stuart Pearce, the psycho of the land. And I was with great pleasure that you did not know about him or this. In his coaching days for Man City, he managed to put a goalkeeper up front. So let's watch this.
Making a change now, and how about this?
There he is.
Is going off. Nicky Weaver.
Okay, cool.
And now David James adds his considerable physical presence to the Manchester.
And he's a big boy.
David James, goalkeeper, playing up front, lumbering in the box, gives a massive foul. No, it's a fucking awful touch.
No, the first. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
What?
He's taking credit for that. I've no. What even happened there?
Oh, he just took out two players at once.
Yeah, you would.
He took both those guys down.
First of all, that was all amazing.
What? What on earth was that?
So I don't know if you missed it, but in the melee when they got a penalty, it seemed like they got a penalty, but the score didn't change. So I think I could be right in saying in the story, I think it was Robbie Fowler took the penalty and he missed. So why?
That is some crazy tactics there, I suppose. What on earth was that?
Yeah, we need to find the biggest man that we can and stick him up there. But thing is, you criticised his touch, and on the touch that he gave it away, you were absolutely right. But the first couple, he brought it under, and he was like, David James is 6'5" and wide. Like he doesn't look like an outfield. He doesn't look like an outfield footballer. He looks like a goalkeeper, and it's difficult to stop a man like that. But
I guess,
if he's got a shit touch, then not as much.
But like I said, it was just lumbering. It was just, it was not good. That's all.
That is the right word. That is the right word for it as well.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Stuart Pearce, with the nickname Psycho, of course. Very interesting decision as a manager. So where were City in this time when he was in charge? Were they like? Is this before the buyout and things like that, or?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think that was about 2001. So they would have like just come back to the Premier League.
I see. And so, did Stuart Pearce have any other success as a manager?
I don't think so. Not really. I think he he managed England under 21s. He's not a manager really. Like some football players go on to become good managers. some managers were never really football players. This is a player who is very firmly a player.
Okay. All right, so we have this. We have this next video, which is about his famous penalty. I think we will want a little bit of sound on this one, so I'll just turn it up. I don't know how to turn subs off. Oh well. All right, you ready?
Yep.
The first time was on a tank in 1944.
As the final whistle goes. And what we're going to get now.
So Euro '96.
I was playing against Derbyshire actually, and we'd found the telly in the dressing room, so no one was paying too much notice of how we were getting on batting. We was all watching the penalty shootout, and then Pearce came up.
Well, Stuart Pearce is up.
99% of the crowd, including Terry Venables, probably thought when he said, "I'll take the third penalty, boss," "Oh, please, God, no, don't, because you're carrying too much baggage."
So what was Stuart Pearce's England career like?
Yeah, again, this is a bit before I was obviously born, but 78 appearances, 5 goals from left back.
Decent.
You know, this is if we're creating like an all-time England 11, the two guys who you'd mentioned for left back would be Stuart Pearce and Ashley Cole.
Right.
And obviously, I watched quite a lot of Ashley Cole.
So yeah. So certainly the best performing English player with a trade.
I would certainly say so. Yeah, better than me.
Yeah. All right.
6 years, Pearce had laboured under the burden of his crucial penalty miss in the 1990 World Cup semi-final.
Okay, so he. Oh.
That's the baggage.
The fact that he had the guts to go out and make it better says so much about him.
So what? That was World Cup final.
90. No, that was World Cup semi-final against Germany.
I see. Okay.
He missed, but he wasn't the only one, I think.
Well, I
think we had a couple players miss.
Put it down the middle. So, but yeah. Okay, time to redemption.
How mad he is, and B, how brave he is.
I just couldn't believe it. Well, I could believe it because that's the sort of guy he was.
Gaza.
And he just said, "I'm taking one." I was angry as hell. "I'm taking one."
Oh, yes!
He smacked it in. He didn't place it. He whacked it right in the corner, which was brilliant. But and all he wanted to do was just get the penalty in front of Wembley, in front of everyone, and say, "Listen," and do it again.
Face contorted with
Jesus. So you're saying that this is where from then on, he was called Psycho?
I couldn't tell you when he picked up the name, but yes, that if he wasn't before, he definitely was afterwards. I think Psycho kind of because if you want to imagine a playing style, think about that face he was just making after he scored the penalty.
Yeah.
Like, this is a defender, you know, a left back in an era when fullbacks didn't really go forward, like a little bit, but he's a defender.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, there's a strong celebration for sure.
Wrong reaction.
Agony pouring out of him had been there before. It was ridiculous. He looked like a mass murderer, all in the same moment as he looked like, a conquering hero.
He goes straight to the England fans because it's almost as if he's got his identity back. This kind of punching gesture in the air. It's more than just emotion erupting from him. He's got his persona.
I love that they've got a psychologist in this clip.
Yeah.
To explain about how much of a psycho he is.
Yeah, well, if you've got psycho, you need a psychologist, right?
Yeah.
Persona back. He kind of epitomises what I think sport's about, really. He plays it like people on the terraces would play, like the fans would play. They identify with that, and I can identify with that.
Still doing it.
Still going for it. That was nuts.